Hello, welcome back to the channel. Today we are looking at a case that has caused a lot of talk in one local community. A foreign national who had been selling goods from a Spaza shop for years without ever registering the business has finally been busted. This story highlights some of the challenges facing South Africa's informal economy and how unregistered businesses affect both the government and local communities. Please listen until the end so you can see the sources of this news and verify the information for yourself. And before we dive deeper, don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you never miss updates on news that matter to you. According to reports, the foreign national had been running the Spaza shop for several years. On the surface, the shop looked like any other small business you would find in a township or suburb, with shelves stocked, customers coming and going, and money flowing. However, when authorities began to investigate, they discovered that the business had never been registered. That means the shop was not paying tax, not following business compliance rules, and technically operating outside the law the entire time. Community members have reacted with mixed feelings. Some people say they are not surprised because many Spaza shops, especially those owned by foreign nationals, often avoid registration in order to cut costs and make more profit. Others, however, feel that this unfairly undermines local South African shop owners who struggle to follow the rules, pay tax, and still keep their businesses alive in a competitive environment. Authorities say this particular shop was flagged after complaints from residents who suspected something was not right. It is said that the shop owner had been making good money but was not contributing to the community in the way registered businesses do. Once the investigation was completed, it was clear the shop had been operating illegally for years. Officials have stated that more checks will be carried out in different areas to identify other businesses that may be avoiding registration. The busting of this shop has raised bigger questions about how South Africa manages its informal economy. Spaza shops are everywhere, providing cheap and convenient goods to millions of people every day. They are a lifeline for many communities, but they also operate in a gray area when it comes to rules and accountability. With unemployment so high, people are forced to hustle and make a living, but at the same time, authorities are worried that the lack of regulation means money is moving under the radar without any contribution to the country's tax system. Some analysts have pointed out that this case is not just about one foreign shop owner but part of a much wider problem. Many Spaza shops are not registered, whether they are owned by locals or foreigners. The difference, critics argue, is that foreign nationals often build networks that allow them to dominate certain communities, sometimes even pushing out local business owners who cannot compete with their lower prices and bulk buying strategies. The EFF and other political groups have often spoken about the role of foreign-owned Spaza shops, with some defending them as hardworking individuals filling a gap in the market, while others accuse them of cornering the township economy at the expense of locals. This latest case will likely give more fuel to the ongoing debate about how best to balance opportunity with accountability. Local residents interviewed after the bust said that while they appreciated the cheap prices offered by the shop, they also wanted fairness. One resident said, "We all want businesses in our area to grow, but it is only right that people play by the rules." Another mentioned that if the government cracks down too hard, many people will lose access to cheap food and household goods, which could hurt the poorest families. Before we close, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you can stay up to date with more news like this. And just to keep it a little light, some people joke that this Spaza shop must have had 9 lives like a cat, operating for so many years without being caught. Looks like the last life has just run out. All images used are for illustration purposes only. Sources: Sowetan Live, Daily Maverick, IOL News.